said and done, ain't it? Such a beautiful people, they can't but burn hatred. I know it said the grass is greener on the other side, but even at such a height, you're only such a size. Tell me, would you tell a cat it ain't a cat king? Because it's got a patch and it ain't one color scheme. I tell a dog it can't go around wagging its tail, cause it ain't long enough, I have a fluffy curve. Those analogies for reality, simple patterns when using human morality. I'm not trying to argue any ideology, I'm just speaking on the ideas we all can see. Yo, I believe in a better tomorrow, as sure as the moon leaves and the sun follows. Sure, the gravity on this earth is borrowed, and the weight we bear have been more than a carload. But y'all know a helping hand is impartial. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, I hope I can live for the fight, live for the fight. I just wanna make things better, to the point things couldn't be better, couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't return to life. Okay, okay. Tell me something, yo. When did it become okay, okay to let a change fade away? When did it become okay, okay to let a change fade away? To let a change fade away, a change fade away, to let a change fade away, to let a change fade away. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, I hope I can live for the fight, live for the fight. I just wanna make things better, to the point things couldn't be better, couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't return to life. You can't replace a light, you can't replace a light. You can't replace a life. You can't replace a life. You can't replace the 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 life. You can't replace a life. You can't replace a life. You can't replace a life. Peace. I'd like to thank y'all for joining me today, this evening. But I got a lot on my mind and I'd like to address it. So vibe with me. I feel like they've just awoken the beast. If I'm right, no more numbers asleep. Beats will snare to the beats. Parts are marching the streets. Cars stored in the fleets. Nothing hard but the seats. How are we to succeed? We aren't allowed to breathe. Drowning without a cease. Seeing flesh compounded on peeps. We weaves increase to a cease. Many me's becoming extinct. Mother's birth ends as a leash. Fathers unravel the breach. We go through this without a choice. No King Malcolm's to spark our voice. They exclude to make fires moist. Only truth I'll exploit. In hopes I said something that's worth the quote. Lights finally come on. Your mind's running off of a boat. Look, let's be more outspoken. A passion that starts open. Now I know that most of your palms closing, but please spread a wing and signal righteous motion. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, but hope I can live for the fight, live for the fight. I just wanna make things better, to the point things couldn't be better, couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't return to life. Now I know that's easier said than done, ain't it? Such a beautiful people, they can't but burn hatred. I know it said the grass is greener on the other side, but even at such a height, you're only such a size. Tell me, would you tell a cat it ain't a cat king? Because it's got a patch and it ain't one color scheme. I tell a dog it can't go around wagging its tail, cause it ain't long enough, I have a fluffy curve. Those analogies for reality, simple patterns when using human morality. I'm not trying to argue any ideology, I'm just speaking on the ideas we all can see. Yo, I believe in a better tomorrow, as sure as the moon leaves and the sun follows. Sure, the gravity on this earth is borrowed, and the weight we bear have been more than a carload. But y'all know a helping hand is impartial. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, I hope I can live for the fight, live for the fight. I just wanna make things better, to the point things couldn't be better, couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light, can't return to life. Okay, okay. Tell me something, yo. When did it become okay, okay to let a change fade away? When did it become okay, okay to let a change fade away? To let a change fade away. A change fade away. To let a change fade away. To let a change fade away. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight. Hope I can live for the fight. Live for the fight. I just wanna make things better. To break things couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't return the light. You can't replace a 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 life. You can't replace the 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 life. You can't replace a life. You can't replace a life. You can't replace a life. Peace. Yo! I'd like to thank y'all for joining me today, this evening. But I got a lot on my mind and I'd like to address it. So vibe with me.
I'm just saying we always late. I just want to.
Today was special. Today was special.
Yeah, I just want to.
Today was
I'm here. Look, I ain't even. Hi, how you guys doing? There's a little feedback on my end. Yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Blerd Lines, obviously, guys, for another episode here on Nerd Unpacked. I am Admin Negro Lantern.
I'm Admin Blade.
And we are joined today by one of my childhood friends, the homie Chris.
How's it going?
He will be in with us. He has great knowledge. Actually, this is the guy who taught me that Batman used to go around shooting people. So I did not know that.
You didn't know he was actually killing people at first?
I did not.
First started out?
I clearly just established that I did not.
Did you know he peed on himself when he first tried to set an explosion?
There's no other possible way I could possibly put that I didn't know that.
Did you know he peed on himself when he tried to set an explosive the first time?
I could not possibly had known until I was told.
Just for all you Batman fans out there, Batman peed on himself when he first tried to set an explosive.
And just for all of you Blerd Lines fans out there, Admin Blade of Doom tells us that every fucking episode. Little disclaimer, we have foul mouths here, so sometimes we can get out of hand. This series is not for everybody who is faint of heart. So if you are not down to earth or you hate life, this is not for you, because people talk like people talk here.
Yeah, we're grown.
For the most part.
For the most part. We're old enough to curse. So we're going to use that freedom as much as we can.
I mean, look, man, I know you guys have been missing us, man. I had the trip to LA because the album dropped. For those of y'all that don't know, the 5 to 6 Project Becoming Iron by Joey the Bull, whoever that is.
I don't know who that
dropped
is.
his album, so I had to go out and do my work with that. That's actually doing great right now. Over 1,001 streams, I think, in Europe. Something
Speaking
like
of, Admin Invincible has done a great job promoting your album.
Did he?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it. So we talked earlier, but it was about Tough Skin Comic stuff. We didn't.
He's been everywhere. Like everywhere I see Invincible, he's promoting your album.
Yeah, he's a thug.
And even me, like I listen to your album like in the car. Like if I pull up somewhere, I make sure I got. Like,
See, and you was never gonna tell me that.
I got one
until you was
like
in front of a
blasting.
crowd of people to get some clout. Look at you.
What you mean?
That's crazy. I'm glad you got the album.
Like I got like when I pull up to like karaoke or whatever. Like when people outside, I like have one family blasting out loud and shit.
Yeah, I didn't think that song go over well. I'm glad to hear it. I keep being told that went over. Even another song on their POV went over way better than I thought it would have went over. So I gratitude, guys. We are going to pick up where we left off last time we were here, because also I cost us another episode entirely on me, I'm going to say, for safety reasons.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't want to do that episode because I was sick. I just didn't want to say it.
I had a fever, and it was pretty bad. I got up to 102. I thought initially that's when you boil your brain, but it's 105 when you boil your brain. So, yeah, I got up to 102. It was pretty bad for 2 days.
Yeah,
so.
I was a little sick, too. I just wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let it be all on you.
Yeah, okay. So now that's out there. I was going to take the whole blame, but I guess not. Anyway.
I was going to show up either way it went.
We're going to do the show now.
So, let's jump to the comments, because we got quite a few comments. We got
No. We got a shout out. Apparently, no, we have a shout out.
Do we have a
Yeah,
shout out?
this podcast.
No, that's later. We'll talk about that later.
But that's what we should. Oh,
Anyways, okay, so since he wants to do this now, we have another podcast in the making. Me and some other good friends of mine. We don't have a name yet. We're working on that. It's just some friends that got together and was like, hey, we want to do a podcast. So more details on that later, but just to clear the air, just to let y'all know, we are working on another project. Working on getting the brand out, getting the name out, all of that fun stuff. Again, I don't have a name for it. We don't have a name. That's what I'm saying. It's my project. It's not my project. We don't have a name for it yet. So whenever we get more information, I will put more information out. I didn't want to talk about it today, but I was forced to because, like I said, we don't even have a name for it.
professionalism at its best, guys. So here we go, man. Last time we left off, we were talking about the Screwed Attack videos, obviously the ones that we were going to debunk. Now, we don't agree on every last one of the versus matches, apparently.
We don't, apparently.
No.
But
The main one's not even
I don't
on
mind
here,
being the only person sitting up here that's right while these two are wrong because the Dragon Zord is way too much for the Godzilla
so we're not even
thing.
going to talk about
But
that today.
that's just,
not
I'm
even
just
on-
going
that's
with the
not-
facts. Anyway,
That's not even on the list.
so let's get to the list.
Let's get to that.
Let's get to the list. Oh, no. Admin Blade of Doom is absolutely right. We we need to get to the comments and all that stuff. So, guys, as usual, share the stream. The goal today is 60 shares for the first hour. Also, if you have a shout out right now is the time to get your shout outs. If you have something you want to get off your chest, never forget that you can actually call us live while we are here doing the stream. So if you want to say something verbally, please share your thoughts with us. The number is at the bottom of your screen. So, getting to the comments, Admin Doom.
Okay, so first we have Invincible in here, of course. He's like the first one that always pops in. I don't want to steal his Friends of the Show title. We got to come up with our own little thing. Because Friends of the Show is his thing. I'm going to steal it for today. I'm stealing Friends of the Show for today. Let's see. We got Samantha in here.
Shout out because she just followed us. Shout out, Samantha.
I was expecting you to say something else. That's why I paused. Anyways, Riley Cook.
Oh, Samantha Ben gave me that number.
Riley Cook, who's Ian's son. Also, Ian's going to be here next month, so we're definitely going to do a collaboration episode.
Yeah, that's crazy that you would point that out to me, who does business with Ian and already knows
shut
of
the
these
hell up.
type of ongoings. Yeah.
Yeah, shut the hell up.
All right.
Anyways, we got Raven in here who said, Lantern, your song is good work,
Oh, thank you.
which
Thank
is our
you.
intro.
Gratitude.
Our intro music is his song.
Gratitude.
A lot of
And
people didn't know that.
I just found out it's his favorite too. So yeah, thank you. Thank you
That's
guys.
why I pushed for it so hard to be the intro. Key says, yay, more fun. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
What up, Key?
This is definitely about to be a lot of fun. Let's see.
Do we have a watch party today?
We do not have a watch party. Not that I
Okay.
know of. It.
Okay.
They usually tell me when they're doing a watch party. Nobody told me, so I'm assuming there's not a watch party today. Let's see. Oh, crap. It's just them interacting with each other. It is just a lot of them interacting with each other. Okay, so let's get to the script then.
All right, then let's get to it. Let's get to it. Here we go, guys. First up on the debunks, we have Pokemon starter triple threat. What?
So apparently you didn't read the script. So where it says Charizard, that's who they chose to win
Yeah, that's
the
the
battle.
winner there.
read
I
it.
see the winner thing, but I'm trying to figure out like who did he go against?
You don't know the starters?
You don't know the 3 starters, man?
Oh,
my
so
God.
what? It was a
Charizard, Blastoise,
Venusaur?
so they were all in their third evolved states.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't. Obviously, I was not
Did you watch-
interested in
did you
this
watch-
particular.
Did you do your
one.
homework?
What are you talking about? This is not one I figured I'd have to respond to.
Well, hey, anyways.
I was in LA. That's my excuse for everything.
You had 2 weeks.
I was in LA.
You had 2 weeks.
Then I came back and damn near died.
Anyways, they had Charizard winning to my knowledge, and I wholeheartedly believe Venusaur should have won that, for the simple fact that he is a status. He's a status killer. He can
Yeah,
put
but wouldn't I mean as the Leaf one? Wouldn't he have been the most vulnerable one?
yeah, but he can also put him to sleep, paralyze him, poison him, mainly put him to sleep, and then beat their ass while they're asleep.
But realistically, would he
Solar
not have been the
beam.
most vulnerable one.
No, I mean, if you
One
want-
of them flies, so there's aerial attacks. He would have been in a kill box regardless. Like,
sleep powder.
and he's clearly not Godzilla.
He's actually the most defensive.
Yeah.
Actually, his defense that's actually the highest one out of all of them.
But against fire, wouldn't that be his main weakness?
Yes, we introduced. Anyways, yes, no, yeah, fire would be his main weakness, but at the same time, no, that's not how we're doing it. Because if that's the case, then fucking Blastoise technically will be the weakest because water is weak to grass, and then Charizard can learn Thunder Punch and that. But we're not going that route. I'm saying off of what each one can actually do to end a fight in a death battle, Venusaur would win simply because, there's poison powder, there's sleep powder, there's whatever the fuck move he does to paralyze you. He can use those moves and then on top of that you add in Solar Beam, which is damn near a one-hit KO.
What you think, Chris? What's your?
I'm gonna have to agree with him. Venusaur for sure. Sleep powder is definitely gonna put somebody down. I really don't think Blastoise is even in the match. There's no point in him even being there. He should just stay home.
As the least educated person on this, I'm just gonna have to roll with your punches on this one.
Yeah.
I can't even make an
This
argument.
is why I
for
told
that.
you to do your homework.
It wasn't about doing homework. It just
You
it,
could've-
it was a
you
boring one.
could've
It
been-
shouldn't
you
have been
could've-
on the list. to
could've
begin
been just
with.
the
I
one
was
to watch.
dying.
We are not using that as an excuse. This
Ninja
entire
Turtles
episode.
Showdown is next on the list. Guys, if you have any feedback on the Pokemon one, please let us know right now.
See, Key said Bulbasaur is the strongest of them all.
All right.
I'm gonna trust his feedback because
Which Bulbasaur evolves into.
he's
Venusaur.
Asian, so he's the closest to this
Shut the hell up.
community of creatures. Based on the facts.
Let's see. Bulbasaur has razor sharp leaf blades. He can cut through both. Solar Beam will blow Charizard out of the air, which is what I said.
Yeah, pretty
Solar
much.
Beam.
So everybody who's in the know basically says the same thing. All the same attacks
Yeah,
within this.
Goddamn
Yeah.
Solar Beam.
pretty much.
I personally don't see how he doesn't get his yard
It's like the most
Cali
broken move.
Forest fired.
Okay, I'm saying in a triple threat match, Venusaur has the capabilities to take out both of them at the same time.
Based on the sleeping powder.
Based
right?
based off the status elements that he can throw out.
See, it's a legit argument. It's legit. I'm just saying wildfires spread fast.
I mean, if you want to be real about it, he could just put him to sleep and then grab Charizard and throw him in a lake.
This is true.
Vine Whip.
Oh, so now it's location based.
They fought somewhere with a water source, I believe.
Okay, all right. So going into the next one, Ninja Turtle Showdown. They had Leo as the winner.
I believe Mikey should have won. Mikey's the most skilled out of all four, first of all.
Moving on.
No. Wait. So you gonna disagree with that?
Yes, I disagree.
So you didn't read the run where Mikey legit went off on his own?
I've seen all the episodes, even the old episodes. I've seen the
And
comics
you think Leo
where
wins.
all the turtles have fought things that you wouldn't think they could take on. Like, I know just how foul God, any other day I could say the name of that comic, man. What is it? What are their
And
comics?
You think
IDW Ninja Turtle runs can be. I know just how foul and distasteful they are. Like, I know that Raphael is the big brute for a reason. Like,
And you think Raph wins?
I do think Raph.
Why do you think Raph wins then? Come on, you can't just Okay, you clearly don't
Not
think-
only is Raph like physically superior to all the other turtles, like
Okay.
he has the equal skill to match Leonardo,
Okay.
who is easily the most skillful of all of them.
Mikey's the most when Mikey if you put all of them in kill or be
Don't
killed
forget
setting,
Donatello died.
Mikey is the. I'm not talking about Donnie. Nobody. I don't think nobody's putting Donnie even in the fight. But Mikey is the most skilled of all of them. Like he's handling people that it takes.
No one trains more than Leonardo.
No one trains more than Leo, but Mikey is still.
He
the
is
most-
always
all of
and
his training, and he's
dare I
still
say
not.
honing his skills.
Even with all of that training, nobody in the Bat family trains more than Damien, but he'd still get his ass whooped in a fucking fatal 4-way between the Robins.
But Damien has proved that handle them niggas though.
He's not winning at a fatal 4-way.
No, he's not.
But he still proved that he can handle them. And this is
Mikey's
like
proven
an
that he can
actual canon physical fact.
And Mikey's proven that he can handle his brothers.
Where's the canon physical fact?
Which one of his brothers has ever fought Mike? Leo has put Raph down with ease. He's put Donnie down with ease. When he fought Mikey, he had a little trouble. Mikey has fought all of his brothers, and none of them
see,
beat him
like
easily.
contextually, Raph beats himself. I can't account for every fight that they've had, but I know for a fact, at least on 2 occasions where they went back and forth, Raph defeated himself.
And you don't think that's gonna play up? You don't think all 3 of them know to use?
I'm not
Raph
saying
either?
I'm not saying mannerisms don't count. You know I'm a huge advocate for mannerisms. I'm just saying in a fatal 4-way, that's a different context.
Okay, so let's take mannerisms out. They know.
Why would we take the mannerisms out?
Oh well, so if we're putting mannerisms in, then
You
they
always put the mannerisms in.
Okay, then they know to play off Raph's ego. They know to get Raph heated to make him.
Yeah,
fuck
but
up.
it's a show that Raph is sticking somebody in the foot.
I'm not. It might be Donnie, but it ain't gonna be Mikey.
It's gonna be both of them.
It ain't gonna be Mikey.
All right. Captain America versus Batman. They had Batman
I still
winning.
don't see why you think Raph wins this.
Look, man, I'm trying to be.
I'm against both of you because I actually agree. I think Leo would have won that anyways. Strategically speaking, he is the best.
Yeah, but that's even more rational than saying Mikey. It would have came down to Raphael and Leonardo.
It would
Of
not
course.
have came down to Raph and Leo. If anything,
Raph is the superior,
if
between
anything,
all of them.
if anything, I think Donnie could have taken out
Are
Raph.
you trying to say Donnie Yin?
I'm
Are
saying
you
Donnie
like-
could
not
have.
Donnie,
If
the
anything, I
turtle.
think Donnie could have taken out Raph. Donnie's tech could take out Raph. If you think about
I
it.
actually
All right,
agree
guys.
with that.
If you guys have an opinion on this, please share it with us now.
You don't think Donnie's tech could take out Raph?
I think Tech could take out.
If you're
Ralph,
just
man.
now tuning in, please share with because this is getting out of
You
hand.
don't
I
think
need
the
some
te-
backup.
You don't think the tech that Donnie has could take out Raph? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell
why
you.
in a showdown in the middle of some combat would Donnie had even had access to those things?
Donnie
I mean,
has
they're-
random
yeah,
ass
he's
shit
coming
on
with
him.
all. They're coming with all their things.
Donnie
He
has
always
random-
They're
has
not
tech
showing
on
up
him.
with all of their
Donnie
stuff.
has random
like
shit.
all of their gear. Donnie has made gear for all of them. So if
Donnie's
they're all
made gear
showing
for
up
all
with,
But I'm
if
saying,
they're
like,
all
just
showing
standard
up
shit.
with their best, like
No,
come
no,
on,
no.
it's
I'm
not-
saying like just random shit that Donnie has, like shit that he. So in his staff, he has like little fucking flash pellets. Like if he throws at least
I've
two,
never seen that in the
he,
comics.
yeah, he has like little
Yeah.
flash pellets in his little.
You guys
in his
have
staff.
seen that in the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So if he
scanning
throw-
you. I'm scanning you niggas later.
Okay.
I'm
He
scanning
has
the shit
flash
out of y'all
pellets
later.
in his staff, and I'm pretty sure at least one. All it takes is one of those to piss off Raph.
Okay, I
The
can't.
moment
I
you-
can't detest that because I don't know.
The moment you piss off Raph,
Yeah, over
He makes
aggression,
mistakes.
he just goes crazy and he messes up.
Yeah, but
right
that's
away.
also his strength, though. Even Splinter tells him this in the comics.
Okay, and I agree with that, unless someone knows how aggressive he gets and they play against that, which they would all know. They're brothers. They would of course.
Yeah, but I
know
also
about that
think it
aggression.
works in his favor because they're brothers. Because this would run 2 of them off for sure.
it'd run Donnie off.
Yeah, it would. run
Mikey
down.
too.
I don't think it'd run
Mikey would probably be
Yeah,
the
Mike.
fastest
You know
runner.
what?
Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Mikey would be out of there.
Mikey would forfeit for the pizza. Like, what are you talking about?
He's not wrong, man.
Oh, you saying they're gonna bribe him to quit the fight?
No, I'm saying he would bribe himself.
Yeah, nobody has to bribe.
Mikey,
He's
what
just
are you
sitting on the
doing?
table.
We should be eating pizza. All right, guys. If you have any anything to add to this, man, which turtle do you think should have won? Should it have been Leo like it was, or should it have been someone else?
See, Ian says Charizard is faster and hits harder than Venusaur. Yes, he is, but like I said, my argument goes off of that stupid ass status shit that he can employ at will. Well, not at will, but the status fuck ups he can do as far as sleep, poison, paralyze, and then just solar beam both of them.
How's it lemonade?
No, I still have some lemonade.
Okay.
Always got that lemonade on deck.
See, Samantha said Venusaur is plant-based. Last time I checked, plants really don't stand up well to fire. Okay, so why is everybody getting on Venusaur versus Charizard? If that's the case, then why isn't fucking
Blastoise over Charizard?
Yeah, why is Blastoise not?
I mean, but we've seen that
One
fight
side.
before.
Well, yeah,
so
but
like,
we know-
that's the whole point. We've seen that fight
Well,
before.
that's the thing, though. This is
Blastoise doesn't have that great of an advantage within context that we've seen actual action scenes for.
Well, see, this is a triple fight. If they're all fighting at the same
Plus
time,
the Thunder Punch.
I was just about
Nah.
to say, if it's a triple threat fight, then the fight's not, just
one-on-one.
one-on-one Venusaur versus Charizard.
Yeah,
Blastoise,
but I'm
Blastoise
just
is in
saying-
there.
I'm just saying, like, Blastoise is probably the first to go. I agree. I mean, one of y'all said that earlier. Like,
Yeah.
Blastoise first to go. It really seems to only consensusly come down to The consensus seems to be that it comes down to Venusaur and Charizard.
Sleep Powder plus Vine Whip plus Solar Beam. I wouldn't even give him Solar Beam.
Oh man, so you just
I'd
is
give him
this
Hyper Beam.
Tekken or Pokemon we talking about?
Hey, hey, there's combos in Pokemon.
There
bro.
is combos.
Yes, I saw the Tekken Pokemon. Yes,
Did you see my did you see my
I wanted to play it so bad.
did you see my Sylveon sweep?
Yo, Sylveon sweep. What is
Yeah,
that?
I did a video that I posted where I like swept an entire team with Sylveon.
Did not see that.
Oh, it was great. Well, it wasn't just Sylveon. It was Sylveon and Smeargle. So I
I
used
wanted to play that game.
I used Smeargle to
Only for Lucario though.
Smeargle to use Ingrain and Substitute, and then substitute out for
Can we advocate that they bring that game back?
what? Which
Like
one?
the Pokemon Tekken. Can we advocate that they
Yeah, but I'm
bring
talking
that
about
back?
Showdown.
Yeah, that's
then I
fine, but
switch
I'm
out
saying,
to,
like-
no, I'm talking. Then I switch out to Sylveon. And then I switch out to Sylveon with Sylveon. Well, so Baton passed to Sylveon, so Sylveon has Ingrain, so he's already getting help back from
What does
leftovers.
this have to do with the relevancy of this?
I'm talking about the sweep that I did. That was fucking amazing. All right? Clearly you didn't watch it.
Yo, man. We got anyway. Captain America versus
Black man.
I was finna say Black Man. Captain America versus
That definitely says
Batman.
That definitely says
Batman was the winner. I am in disagreement. Captain America should have stumped Batman based on facts. These things I do have access to. Let's go. Who do you vote for?
I gave it to Batman. I mean,
Who
I
do
gave
you
it to
give
the
it
Cap.
to?
I
I
gave
give
it
it
to
to
Captain, not Batman. No, okay. So back to the comments. Not Chris. I'm sorry.
Back to the combination.
Batman. Batman from Drinking with the Bat is in here. He said, "What's good, bro?"
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Yo, what? We
Don't
definitely-
forget, guys, the number is at the bottom of your screen. If you
Yeah,
wanna
yeah,
call in.
Batman. If you want to call in and explain how you think you should win in a fight, well, it's funny that he came in at this time too.
And don't forget, guys, share.
Let's see. We got a shout out for Key, who just liked the page, liked and subscribed to the page. Key
Shout
Hart.
out.
I believe he's one of your guys because he was checking for you.
Man,
earlier.
I'm still sick, man. I can feel my body still sweating out my sickness.
But yeah, Batman's in here. I would love for Batman to call in to tell us why he thinks he could beat Captain America, or why he thinks that was a good matchup to put him against Captain America. It says Ian said, depending on the build, Venusaur is naturally faster. I thought Charizard was like at base the fastest. Oh, he's saying then Blastoise. Okay. I was about to say I thought Charizard was definitely.
Michael, what up, Michael? Michael says definitely Black Panther. He will fuck up Batman today. Yo, that's the wrong fight. That's the wrong fight.
No.
And actually, they did have Black Panther beat Batman,
Of course.
Yeah.
but it was all for all the wrong
All the wrong
reasons.
reasons.
All the wrong reasons.
But yeah, they had
Like there was no reason that Black Panther would have beat up an actual animal in the middle of that fight. Like it's for all the wrong reasons.
no, but they had Cap losing, which I'm pretty sure we all can agree with some bullshit.
Yeah. So
definitely.
you know me, I say the same thing all the time. One of the most basic abilities Captain America has that people love to overlook, but I think the movie actually touches on, is that Cap can perceive things 3 times faster than a normal human being. That one trait gives him the advantage over anything Bruce could possibly do to him. The fact that Cap has taken on people like Spider-Man gives him well over the advantage of anything Bruce could possibly
Didn't
do.
he break or bend adamantium
Oh, Cap?
with his shield?
Possibly. Proto-adamantium is one of the strongest materials in all of Marvel.
No, I'm saying 'cause when he fought Wolverine, didn't he like bend his bones to where he couldn't pop out his claws?
Yeah, he did. It was a temporary attack to keep Wolverine.
Okay, so it
from
didn't have
doing
anything to do with his bones. It was just
No, it was a temporary attack. Yep, he absolutely did it. And then Wolverine, I think, still jumped on him or something like right after.
But even then, yeah, Cap has he has wins over people that Batman could only dream of fighting.
Yeah, and Cap actually whooped. I think him and Wolverine have had 3 to 4 altercations, and I know for a fact 2 of them Cap just
I'm gonna
embarrassed
say this
Wolverine.
here. Wolverine is the most L-taken character in all of comics, so we can't keep using him as the measuring stick.
What'd you say about the Juggernaut? I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
Wolverine is the most
Said-
L-taken character.
Juggernaut. Any
Juggernaut.
what'd you say about Sabretooth?
Sabretooth is beat. Actually,
Sabretooth is a
Sabretooth,
jobber.
Sabretooth got more
Sabretooth
dubs than
job-
Wolverine.
They
You want to go there? Every year.
jobber.
Every year.
Yo, what's up, guys? If you guys are just not joining us, please leave your comments. Join in. No, if you guys want to call, the number's at the bottom of the screen.
Every year, Sabretooth pays Wolverine a visit.
You
on
know
his
what we
birthday.
should debunk? We should literally take time out to debunk everything in the versus community pages.
We could do
That
later.
one group, I don't know if we should say the name to it, but that one group, that whole community is toxic.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, I
right?
know exactly what you're
Oh
talking
my
about.
god, yo!
Fucking
I wanted to,
Android 17 beats Black Adam.
I want to get them so bad.
Anyways, yeah.
It's Cap all the way though, right? It's
Yeah,
Cap.
it's
We
Cap.
all are in
I
agreement.
mean, the fact that he took out Gambit.
Yeah, no, even if you don't like that feat, I mean, it's a feat. Like, it's still a feat. Cap took that blow straight to the chest. Like, and Gambit was like, how did you survive? Like, so he meant to kill Cap.
He meant
like,
to kill him. He was trying to.
which is another thing. People forget, like, Cap's not wearing, like, basic, like, leotards. He's wearing actual chainmail.
Yeah.
Like, a specialized chainmail. So, it's Cap all the way, man.
Samantha
He's way
says-
too fast, way too strong.
Samantha says Lantern and Blade debate like an old married couple.
That's about right.
Don't make me take my teeth out and bite your ass.
He's like Skip Bayless. Like he just like not Skip Bayless. He's
First
like
off,
he's like Skip
I'm Bill
Bayless.
Maher to anything.
He's like Skip Bayless. He likes to just argue even though
What are
he's
you
not.
talking about?
Like,
This is a debate. This is not even an argument.
He just throws shit out that sounds good. And I'm like the Shannon Sharp of the group. Like I'm usually right. I just let him have his moment. But
The
y'all
fact
know
that
I'm
you
right.
said that didn't sound right. How you gonna defeat yourself like that?
I feel
Gara
like a therapist.
versus Toph
Let's see,
with
Mike
Toph
Blunt,
winning.
Mike Blunt said, accidentally unlike the pen. Now I can't remove it. It's your fault.
Next match, Gara versus Toph. Toph winning. Who you got?
I got Gara winning that.
I agree.
Gara.
Gara.
I got Gara winning.
So Toph shouldn't have won. I'm
Toph shouldn't
actually
have
gonna go.
You're gonna go tough.
No, I'm actually gonna go Gara.
Okay.
I think Gara has the aggression to overcome her.
You
But
know
I
what?
do think her mastery is broken. But Gara has the advantage with the fact that he has that mother's seed.
That
Yeah.
that automatic sand shield. What was it? Yeah.
Or just the fact that he has his mother's ashes, which is in like the other sand. So that's something that only he has
Yeah.
Yeah.
the mastery over.
I feel like the way they did that fight was so. I feel like they didn't. It's like when you argue comics versus anime. Like a lot of times comics do win, but this is one of those instances where comics doesn't. Where anime, well, Avatar's still an anime, so whatever. This is one of those instances where Naruto wins because you hate the fucking Naruto verse.
Yeah, I hate the community, which makes me hate the series.
So I feel like the way they did it was like with Toph trapping Gara in a metal prison. Like Gara could have got out of that. We know any random shinobi can get out of some shit like that. Like a fucking a unranked Genin could get out of that.
See,
shit.
but that's not the reason I would say Gara, because say for instance my reason for picking Toph would be because of steel, right? That would be my reason. But her mastery over the steel still gives her the advantage. So you're talking about him trying to beat it down with sand. She could. I mean, we've seen Toph do broken things even when she got older. Like,
Yeah.
So you could easily say that her mastery over the sand just was too much.
I don't see her getting out of a Grand Sand Mausoleum.
And see, that's where I'm coming from. I think if Gara gets the one up at any point in time, it's too much. For
The
her to
area
take.
that they fought in, according to the area that they fought in was hand-picked to give Gara the fight. Like, you put Gara in an area where there's a lot of dirt and or sand.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Toph lifted an entire castle, like an entire which was probably arguably infinite,
Gara held up a whole goddamn meteor.
which was probably infinite, and she held it up against the being that controlled it by his will alone. Like, I don't know, man.
This must have been older Toph.
No, this was young. This was literally in the series where everybody went on the ground. She refused to go. That's how the little dog thing got kidnapped.
An infinite
Wait.
castle.
Okay, so I thought you were arguing that Gara would win. Now, you're
No,
saying
no,
a
I'm
lot
just
of
saying-
tough things, man.
I-
You're kind of throwing me off.
I'm
of this.
saying
trying to
that
think
they're
of
both.
Infinite
That they're
Castle.
both. I think that it's a really good fight. I do.
Oh, okay,
I think
yeah.
that it's a really good fight. I actually, to elaborate, I'm actually a fan of two sand characters fighting each other. I was the person who started in the community the Gara versus Sandman argument.
Okay.
Which
Like,
Sandman wins that one. But.
Which Sandman wins that one. But once again, you could go back and forth forever because that's a particular kind of power with a lot of particular strengths, and it does come down to mastery. So the fact that like
comes down to mastery.
Sandman can do things like become a kaiju.
I was about to say, I think that one comes down to Sandman just being able to outlast Gara.
Yeah, I think that's a mastery thing, gangster.
No,
I think
it's just it's just
I don't know if this is a new concept for you or something. Like,
no. Because when I think mastery,
usually right, you say.
When I think mastery, I think Gara can do more with sand than Sandman can.
I'll agree with that.
Based on what? Because we know for a fact Sandman can do just about anything. The man is made of sand and literally can fight in the ocean. He did it with Cap and embarrassed Cap.
Sandman can't fly.
He could fly if he wanted to. I have no
I've never seen Sandman fly.
The fact that Sandman could make just like himself into just about anything. I've never seen a story that calls for him to try to fly. Like I've never seen it. I've never seen a story that calls.
Seen him
the
not be
man
able to
could
catch
turn
vultures.
himself into something the size of the Empire State Building and walk around. Like who needs wings when you're traveling like that?
The man couldn't catch Vulture or Green Goblin. You would think he'd want to fly.
He embarrassed the Sinister Six before. Don't forget, like he was a good guy too at one point.
At one point, yeah.
Yeah, like.
But who hasn't embarrassed us? I'm talking like one-on-one when he wear green. There was actually an actual issue where Green Goblin was trying to piss off Sandman. And he went to the island where Sandman was actually, because this is back when S.H.I.E.L.D. had him isolated on the island. And he was actually just fucking with Sandman, and Sandman couldn't hit him.
I love Green Goblin. I love him.
Like Sandman couldn't touch him.
Guys, what do y'all feedback? What do y'all think, man? We're all in agreement that Gara over Toph. Though I do believe the fight would be a very close fight.
I don't think it'd be a close fight.
I do. I'm of the mind that it might be close. You guys aren't.
Nope.
But we're all in agreement that it's Gara, though, at the end of the day. So, what do you guys think? Who do you have? If you're just not joining us, welcome to Blerd Lines on Nerd Unpacked. Please follow and join us, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook. The number's at the bottom of the screen if you want to call. Share, so we can keep this rolling and active.
Raven said Captain America wins unless we're talking about Earth Metal. I'm assuming he means Nth Metal with Batman. Let's talk some more. Our Batman might stay in this fight. I think he's saying with Nth Metal, Batman might be in this fight. I don't think Nth Metal is going to save Batman's ass.
I think you could put. I honestly think, and I know I'm going to get flagged for this, but I know so much about Captain America overcoming things that I honestly think you could put Batman in, what is that, the future armor? What is it from the
that
future
new
run?
Imagination?
No, not final armor. The armor from Batman Future Days.
I don't fucking know.
It was the suit. Like it was the suit when Batman made his comeback and he beat the whole Justice League. Remember, he beat. It's the armor everybody always brings up. Not
the Justice Buster.
The Justice Buster. I honestly think you could put him in the Justice Buster.
The Justice Buster got ripped apart in 2 pages.
Yo, I honestly think that Cap would still beat him in that. I honestly do. I honestly believe that. I've seen Cap.
You know what
do
people forget about?
things.
You know what people forget about Cap? He has his own Stark armor.
Yeah,
so if it came down to it, if it really came down to being a good fight,
I mean, you don't want to talk bloodlusted because we've seen with the cosmic armor. Like, I know someone's gonna be like, they're two different Captain America. Well, it's whatever
Cap
you say.
would fucking like if
Personalities got split, but it was pretty much the same Captain America. But
it came down to it, Cap could just call in his armor, and Batman has nothing to stop us any kind of Stark tech. So I don't give a fuck what you say on that one. Batman's losing when Stark tech gets involved.
Just the sheer things that Cap is broken through versus the sheer things that Batman has to break through. The degrees of durability are just so different. A threat level is so different. When Cap was in the fight to fight the what is that one powerful being that Doom stole the power from?
Which one?
No, it's only one.
He was that from a lot.
No. He's the one. It's only one. Nigga.
The Beyonders.
Beyonder. Remember when he was in the fight with the Beyonders? Like, come on, Cap was part of that fight.
Okay, first of all, let's not act like Doom hasn't stole powerful.
First off,
there's a shitload of powerful.
No, there's powers and then there's Beyonders powers. So let's be very clear about that. Because Infinity Gauntlet is not Beyonders powers.
No, but what I'm saying is there's the Ivory Kings, which you're referring to the Ivory Kings. There's the actual Beyonder, who's his own universe. There's the Silver Surfer. There's Galactic. Like, Doom has stolen all of these people's powers.
Okay, but none of those things are Beyonder power.
You said that one powerful person.
Yeah, that one powerful, like the one that sticks out, which you named immediately. All right, then.
It's just the most recent one.
Anyway, what you mean most recent? That's like a super old comic. What are you talking about? When he stole powers from the Beyonder, that's old.
See, I was thinking Ivory Kings when I said the Beyonders.
Okay, yeah, that's recent, and that's what I'm talking about.
I was thinking Secret Wars.
But within the context of next fight.
Exactly.
Next fight, we have Yang versus Tifa, and Yang was the winner.
Let's see. Mike Blunt said, "Talk about Venom versus Midnighter." I give it to Venom.
Y'all know where my vote is, man. Venom stumps Midnight. It just stumps.
That's
like,
not even close.
I've been saying for years now, in the community, I have been the only one advocating that Venom is more powerful than people give him credit. Now look where all the symbiotes are now.
I actively stay out of Venom arguments. It's just no reason for them to lose a lot of
What you think, Chris?
Oh no, I agree. Venom definitely just
Stomps Midnighter.
Just stomps.
Stomps him. Stomps.
There's not too many 1v1s that Venom should any
Right,
symbiote
like
should
who?
lose.
Yeah.
Especially now, they just keep getting more
They
powerful.
just keep getting more and more
Like
powerful.
they're broken now. Did you see what just the simple thought of what a symbiote
Can
do with an Asgardian shard? Like, come on. He made his own Mjolnir axe. Like, come on, bro. Well, there's a name for that one. I forget what
I forgot what it's called too, but
what the name of the axe one is. Like, he made his own. Like, come on, man. Get out of here. He had the power of Thor as a Venom ripoff. Just because of what the thought of Venom could do. Like,
Wait,
come on.
Are you talking about Stormbreaker?
No. That's from Ultimate Universe. There's the actual axe that
Oh,
Unworthy
okay,
Thor
okay,
had.
okay, gotcha.
can't think of the name of it. It's
yeah.
some weird ass name. It's like with a J.
Yabborn?
Yeah, something like that.
Something
Some
like that.
stupid ass name like that. Somebody's gonna post it, and I'm still not gonna.
I know. Admin Thor's like, mother sucker.
He's probably gonna call in.
Are we caught up on the comments? Let's
We
catch
are
up
not caught up on the comments. Let's see. Daryl Thomas just came in, but who's the dude in the home team shirt? Want to introduce yourself again?
Chris, I'm an old friend of this man right here on my right.
Very comic knowledgeable individual right here. Actually, it ain't too many people that we could bring on that would know as much as this young man would know. Might even be making Chris an admin in Nerds of Combat pretty soon as well.
See, he also said, talk about Midnighter versus Blade.
Blade.
Need I say anything?
That's not
Need
even.
I say anything? The
that's
speed
quick,
of Blade, the strength
The
of Blade.
durability, the
Where
strength.
Blade is currently right now in the comics is broken. Like, he has a boy thing.
I'm not even.
Even though that sounds weird
I
to
was
say.
about to say, I'm
like,
not even gonna talk about.
He has a miniature man thing as an actual weapon.
I'm not
that
even gonna
everybody told me I was wrong about. They kept saying that was a one-time thing, and then he shows back up with it. Like, come on, man! Like
the weaponry, the strength, the skill gap.
the new armor. The new armor on Blade is crazy.
See what else he has.
And he was out there in the War of the Realms.
The War of the Realms.
Like, he was out there in the War of the Realms getting it in. Like, come on, man. You just can't. That's like Punisher now. Now, like, you can't even make an argument that any everyday Joe is finna beat up Punisher. You
Punisher
just cannot.
is definitely not.
My man just took on, like, a whole
Frost Giant.
Come on, man. Yeah, so, that's Blade all the way. What's another comment?
Raven said, I got time. Hell Hydra, Captain America versus Batman Who Laughs. So
That's a good one. That's Batman Who's Last for sure.
No, that's Hydra Cap
That's
all the way.
Hydra Cap is Cap
Batman
with no
Who
morals.
Laughs only has feats against himself. Like, yeah, like, he doesn't have any real feats.
Wait, I mean, he killed everyone in the Justice League.
Yeah, but that was using actual
Tactics that
Bruce's
he
Yeah,
plan.
already-
but he's tactically minded. Plus, he's insane. I
It's
mean,
not really-
that's
He
already
also
a
had
win.
the drop on them. Like, he didn't fight his way through those ranks. Like,
Just-
I suppose you're right about that.
Like,
I get
he
it.
not
But I
only-
mean, that's the thing about Batman. Apparently, he's always prepared. That's what they say.
not always
and then-
prepared.
But
Well,
this
I
is
know, I get you.
This is a situation though
If
where
you-
he was actually prepared, and that's the big difference here. Like, you're talking about random encounter, Hydra Cap, mind you, who literally had a cosmic like cube working for him, like cosmic cube armor, Captain America versus
Okay,
Batman.
So is
who
it-
laughs?
all right, so
who
is this
literally
random-
only has bested people
is
he
this-
already knew how to best.
is this random encounter, or does he have time to plan? That's the question.
No, it's
Everything's
still, it's
random
random.
encounter.
It's
If
random.
it's random encounter, then yeah, I'll give
Even,
it to
Yeah,
I
Cap.
it's
think even
Hydra Cap.
if you give both of them prep time, I'd still give it to Cap.
I disagree with that.
I would too.
Yeah,
Because once
if there's
again,
time, then Batman's definitely gonna be Batman.
even with prep, Batman Who Laughs did everything that he did in the current Batman run that he was in. He did everything that he did with prep, and he still only got by on whims. When he bested Lex, it was because like he took a gamble and Lex fell for it. It wasn't because it was guaranteed. He took a gamble. Everything Bruce did, he took a gamble that Bruce would mess up. He was like, I knew you would choose between these two things, and you went with the dumb one.
I look at it this way: every time Batman snaps, whether it be that temporary snap where Joker killed Robin, whether it be where he thought Jason killed Joker and snapped, Batman never.
KGB shot.
KGB shooting
Nightwing.
Nightwing in the head. Every time Batman snaps, he still loses to somebody that's actually ready to go against him.
Like, lost to a one-armed man. I'm just saying.
Okay.
His prep time is only good if you don't know he's coming.
And even then, Batman Who Laughs only accomplished the things he accomplished on whims. He didn't actually overcome anybody.
Also,
the
just
Joker
because I know somebody
did the majority of his work for him because Lex broke his promise.
Just because I know somebody's gonna say this. Batman Who Laughs also because I know somebody's gonna bring it up. He only has knowledge on the dark multiverse. Batman had to reconfigure that helmet to use it in his universe, so he's not gonna have any knowledge on Cap using that helmet. That helmet is linked to that universe. Like, so anything outside of that universe, he has no knowledge on.
And still, it's cosmic armor Cap. He's not getting through that armor.
I mean, but even if you're going off of that, I mean, then if he doesn't know about Cap, and Cap should know about him, this should be.
And that's the great thing about it. Cap doesn't need to know. I think the only person that's better at this, I'm always prepared than Cap is Black Panther. Like, they've trained for the unknown. They're always ready for what they don't know is coming.
I'd say even Moon Knight, hands down.
I ain't read enough Moon Knight to agree with that.
His whole thing is the thing that you thought Midnighter went around doing.
Yeah,
that's exactly what Moon Knight does. He's like, yo, bro. When Taskmaster thought he had the drop on Moon Knight, he was like, yeah, man, all this blood means nothing to me. I just want to fight. He's like, come on, stab me in the eye, get it over with. And the Taskmaster was like, what, nigga? What?
So I look at
Deadpool. Deadpool was like. He beat Deadpool, which, mind you, we all know what Deadpool is capable of. He beat Deadpool, found out Deadpool could regenerate, and then beat him even worse just because he could regenerate. Like, no. So, random encounter, mind you.
Like I said, the only person better than Batman, to my knowledge, is Black Panther as far as when it comes to...
No, Black Panther is the god of prep. There's nobody...
Not necessarily
prep,
but I'm ready. Not even necessarily prep. Like, in a random encounter, I've somehow already... Not necessarily somehow, but I've already... trained against something like this.
Yes, Black Panther.
All I have to do
literally said that against the Super Skrull.
So all I have to do is just readjust even a small bit of my combat abilities, and I'm good. He did it against I wasn't thinking of Super Skrull. He did it against. Was it Namor? He did it against.
With what? He had a random encounter with Namor.
Well, he had a random encounter,
Priest run,
and he was like, he's like, that's the whole problem with the Avengers. They fight for they prepped for you and they lost. I didn't prep for you. I'm just ready for the unknown, and he won. So I feel like...
Oh, you're talking about during the Convergence. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're talking about during Secret Wars. Yeah.
So Black Panther is just... Well, on Hawkeye also, because Hawkeye's always ready for the unknown.
Oh,
also.
yeah. Hawkeye, hands down, greatest background character of all time.
So
never gets touched in the background. Everybody else could be... Yo, I don't know if anybody else notices that. You could be... I don't care who it is that's doing the art. You could be reading whatever arc is going on where the heroes are struggling. Hawkeye's the only dude still on his feet.
So, yeah, like I said, it's just... Batman has way too much... I mean, not Batman. Cap has way too much going for him. Like, he has too much training. He trains day in and day out. He fights against people way above his and Batman's pay grade combined. It's just not even close. Batman wins off of exploiting weaknesses, and Cap doesn't have a weakness to exploit at all.
Are we caught up on the comments?
No. Let's see. See, Mike Blunt said, "Thank you guys. Love spreading knowledge." Let's see. Sign knowledge on Blue Beetle versus Venom.
Venom.
It's not even- Stop putting people against Venom.
It's not close.
Stop putting people against
It's
Venom.
broken. I know somebody's like, well, Blue Beetle has warheads. Like,
And?
so does
Venom. And? The fuck those warheads?
Venom's just broken at this point.
This,
Like,
this is what I'm glad you brought up. Venom's gonna eat those warheads and send out his own.
so broken.
It's not even that Scarab is. I think.
Oh yeah, when he went up against the Null Avatar, like he put all the weapons in his body, plus he was holding another symbiote. Like, come on, man. Like,
Venom is too. Yeah, Venom versus Blue Beetle is not even.
That's not a
I wish Future Fight would drop that as a skin, the Venom with all the weapons.
Because you're gonna be all on that.
Okay, so the next match, is Yang versus Tifa.
I think Yang wins. I just think they didn't give Tifa a good fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I would have took Tifa, but after I saw like old girl's abilities and stuff, I was like,
I just
yeah,
want to
they
put
didn't
that
give
on there.
they didn't give Tifa a fair fight.
Fair chance.
No, I agree with you both.
Because Tifa's way stronger than what they let her off to be.
So we're all in agreement on this. I don't
Yeah.
understand how we were debunking this then.
I don't know. I just wanted to put it on. It's like 3 of them on there that I agree with, and that's one of them.
Joker versus Sweet Tooth. We have Joker winning.
Sweet Tooth definitely should have won that.
Yeah, he should have won that.
Yes, I agree. Just the amalgamation of what Sweet Tooth is, it wouldn't have. He wasn't gonna give Joker that petty time that Joker survives on. He's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
gonna straight up take his head off and get back in the car.
Yeah, straight to the point. That's it. Get out.
Plus-
He ain't even gonna get out of the car. What are you talking about?
Right, he might even
He's
just
just gonna
shoot the
drive
missile.
by. That's it.
Even then, Sweet Tooth doesn't have a fear, like a legit fear to exploit. So what they did was they used Joker's modified fear toxins. Again, that's something to my Sweet Tooth doesn't have a fear to exploit.
Yeah.
Like, he's over his wife and daughter's death. Like, he doesn't even care about that anymore. Like, he relives that and laughs at it.
Exactly. I mean, he has no weakness. Joker has nothing you can do against him. It's quick and easy.
That
So
goddamn
we're all in agreement on this.
that ice cream truck is way too fucking broken.
Oh yeah.
Sweet Tooth definitely should have destroyed.
Yeah,
Joker.
Sweet Tooth should have won that.
It Hulk.
I give it to Hulk.
For the simple fact that they let Hulk go World Breaker.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Savage Hulk is stronger, so I still would have gave it to Hulk.
I give
period.
it to dude. It's okay. So when they did Doomsday, it's not Hunter Prey Doomsday. So it's not the Doomsday that's evolving as he fights. It's still the Doomsday that can get killed by anything that he hasn't been killed by before.
So basically, just robbed Hulk all the way around.
Yeah, pretty much.
They basically robbed Hulk.
Just to do it.
So, but definitely, Chris, you agree, Hulk.
Oh yeah,
Hulk
for sure. Hulk.
Yeah,
Hulk
for the simple fact that they let him go World Breaker, that should have ended Doomsday right then and there.
yeah.
Okay. Next match is Android 18 versus Captain Marvel with 18 winning this.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Hey, what do you gotta say?
I actually don't see how Android 18 could have beat
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
I was like, am I reading this right?
Yeah,
Why would they do that? That doesn't even make any sense.
So they gave Android 18 an ability
People
that.
overhype the Dragon Ball Z universe so much.
I mean,
I see.
don't
so
get me wrong. I'm DBZ for sure, but 18, that's who you putting there against?
This is one of those
Marvel's
things where they.
so out of her league.
This
Yeah.
is one of those things where they did their research, but they didn't do all of their research because Android 19 and 20 are the only two
an actual series.
based on the fact. They used the whole Piccolo move. Piccolo dodged a special beam cannon. I mean, not Piccolo. Raditz dodged a special
But
beam cannon,
the
which is light speed.
series
Look, man, I'm telling you what they went off of.
Establishes that
I'm
there is
telling
only
you-
one
Yeah, there's only one
I
character.
who went light
telling
speed.
you. I am telling you.
Only one
what
character.
they went off of and what they said. Okay,
Look, man, I'm telling you to tell them.
I wish I could. You had the opportunity to tell them some shit like this.
Me and Boomstick ain't talking in so long.
So I'm just saying that, based on everything that we know, there's no possible way that Android 18 would beat.
There's nothing.
Captain
There's
Marvel.
nothing. The strength and speed alone.
Yeah.
Stomp. Just absolute.
Side rail, that whole 17 versus Captain America. I mean, not Captain America. That whole 17 versus Black Adam fight.
Oh, on that post, man. Oh my god.
I like how James pointed it out, though. He's like, 17 loves getting in a slugfest, and I dare him to get into a slugfest with Black Adam.
Right. If you think Black Adam is destroying like 17, imagine what Captain Marvel is doing
To
to
18.
18. Like, imagine. Like, Carol Batgirl is. Oh my god! It's not even. It's with a Stone Cold beer can. Like it's so
just
bad.
it's a screw attack. Again, they do when they do their homework, they half-ass do it, and it shows. It's good for the. It's one of those situations where you sound dumb to somebody that doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
And a lot of their fans don't read comics. They watch the anime, so they agree with everything, which they shouldn't have agreed with it, because if you watch the anime, you would know that Android 18 doesn't have a power siphoning ability. But they agree with everything on the anime side, and they only agree with the low balls on the comic side. Like, they don't know that Captain Marvel has put down an immortal that's beyond Superman. They don't know that Captain Marvel is top 5 energy.
Wait. Who did she put?
I'm not gonna say he's above Superman, but he's a powerful. He's a powerful ass.
I was like,
immortal.
this nigga, he know he's Superman. We about to get you both. Both of us
He's,
about to get
he's
you.
okay. He's beyond I'd say he's beyond the base Superman, but
Who?
Count Nefaria.
Okay. All right.
You don't think he's above base? You don't think Count Nefaria is above base Superman?
I think Nefaria is like low Superman, like very, very casual, calm. Let the Justice League handle most of the work. Superman.
Nah, but let's see.
I know he does give Thor problems though.
Let's see.
So maybe above. You might be right, because he does give Thor mad issues.
Another
and
thing
Thor
that
is
they-
definitely outclassing Superman.
Another thing they did the whole Rogue versus Captain Marvel. How Rogue but then again, everybody also forgets that when Captain Marvel wanted to fight Rogue, she dogged the hell out of Rogue. Like, when she actually came looking for a fight and Rogue thought she was gonna win, Captain Marvel dogged the hell out of Rogue. Like,
I'm glad you brought that up. On a side note, to my people in the community, you gotta show more love to AVX, because AVX was good.
It was.
Like,
and that's
I mean, not. And then there's Imperial Dramon. I liked him too. Should we catch up with the comments?
yeah. Hold up, I'm trying to figure out what the hell this damn thing is. Digivolve too.
Mike says,
you do that.
I don't want to say names, but a few people need to hear this. Mad true. Guys, don't forget that you can get your shout outs, comments, or whatever if you're just not joining us. Welcome to Blerd Lines on Nerd Unpacked. Also, share so we can keep the comments rolling and conversating with each other.
The fuck does he Digivolve to? Because I know it's
Let me catch up with where I'm at. Mike said he was going to mention that. I wonder which part he was talking about.
Is it
And Michael posted 2 emojis. I have no way of understanding because I'm not emoji.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he Digivolves to, but I can't figure out what the fuck he Digivolves to.
I'm not an emoji genius.
I don't,
These skills and powers are above me.
potato side face. I don't know. You got me.
Look, I don't know, man.
Let's go right into it. Thor versus Wonder Woman.
Thor.
We should definitely agree with this.
We ain't even gotta talk about this one.
The fact that they made it to where. Hold up, let me pull up his Digivolution chart. The fact that they made it to where all Wonder Woman has to do is take off her fucking break. Beelzemon, that's what it is. I did all of that looking. God damn it.
That's my boy.
Anyways, so the fact that they made it to where all Wonder Woman has to do is like knock off her braces, and she'd be way too powerful for Thor. And then they gave her that broken ass sword, which they didn't even give Thor his most powerful weapon. Because if they did give Thor his most powerful weapon, it definitely would have been a fucking stomp. But I hate when they do shit like that. They give one character all access to certain things, and they won't give another character. I'm not even gonna say Thor's most powerful. What's Thor's most powerful weapon? Would you say the all sword?
Definitely Mjolnir. I mean,
You're not even in the mic.
definitely Mjolnir.
Would you say it's Mjolnir? I'd say it's the all sword.
I mean, if you're talking about his
What's
greatest,
the most
his greatest power source wouldn't even be a weapon.
No, I'm saying what's his most I'm talking about weapons. Like, what's his greatest weapon?
I just
I'd say it's the
still
all
say that.
sword. You don't think it'd be the all sword? I mean, all he has to do is bring
I'm
that bitch.
I'm trying to think.
If he unsheathes that bitch, it can destroy the universe.
Okay, that does. Yeah, I guess that would be the
All right,
one right
that's
there. I
the
don't
one,
have
yeah.
nothing against that. Yeah,
That'll do it.
Let's just say you gave Thor that goddamn sword. Imagine what the fuck he's gonna do.
Wait a minute, so you telling me Thor and Superman have swords?
Well, it's not his sword; it's Odin's sword. Well,
He's the All Father.
I was about to say it's whoever the All Father's
Yeah,
sword
but-
is, but it's his now. But
So Sword of Superman versus the All Sword.
All
That needs
Sword.
to be in the community. That needs to be in the community, guys.
I'll give it to the all sword. The fact that just unsheathing it alone is enough to destroy the universe. Imagine what somebody who's actually wielding it can do.
Okay, this one right here.
Oh yeah, they got that one definitely wrong. Batman 2099. I mean Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099. This is before in there, so they didn't know about this. They didn't know about the.
It doesn't matter. It had already been out for a year. It had already been out for a year.
I'm still saying Spider-Man wins, but they didn't know about the impact absorbing suit. It wasn't the impact absorbing suit wasn't out when they did.
Yeah,
this
but
fight.
his basic suit still has unstable molecules. I don't know if you know that. Like the
didn't.
basic 2099 outfit Halloween costume thing has unstable molecules in it.
But it wasn't shock. I mean, it wasn't impact absorbing like this new shit is. Like he.
No,
was,
it's not to the degree that the new shit is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so they didn't know. They brought it up a little bit, but like I said, this was before his new suit came out, so he wasn't.
No, this wasn't before.
You sure it wasn't?
Yeah, I remember when I watched it.
I'm pretty sure it was before.
No,
you gotta understand that they come out with these episodes like months in advance. They
but
just
it
don't
wasn't
release them.
before because this had already been over years since All New, All Different. So
This is definitely before.
no, it wasn't.
We'll talk about this off screen. Anyways,
No.
anyways, so
Which one's sleeping on the couch?
So, no, this is okay. Batman Beyond versus Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man, which is 2099 Spider-Man. Who you guys got?
Spider-Man.
I got Spidey. There's no iteration of Batman.
I
That
have
could
to
be
hear
the
y'all
iteration.
reasons because without me going too deep in the All New, All Different outfit.
There's no iteration of Batman that can beat an iteration of Spider-Man, in my opinion. Even if you can take, who's the weakest Spider-Man that I can think of?
That guy who was dressing up, pretending to be Spider-Man
From the game?
from the old cartoon series.
No, I'm thinking okay, I'm being real here. Like, who's the most powerful? Like, not the most powerful. Who's the weakest Spider-Man? I don't know who I would consider the weakest. Would it be Ben? No, Ben's not.
No,
Weakest.
Ben's
No, Ben's
definitely
not.
not.
It damn sure ain't Kane. Combat wise, it's probably Miles.
On the cool, like, no, it's
No,
not Miles.
it's not Miles.
It
man.
might actually be Doc
It ain't-
Ock.
it ain't.
Doc Ock
No,
might
I'm
be
talking.
the weakest.
No, okay, I'm not talking Doc. I'm talking like as far as the actual Spider-Man. Like,
It might
we're
be
not
Doc
putting Doc
Ock.
Ock in this. I'm not putting.
Wait,
Superior.
Is
that's still-
superior
yeah.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
not putting Superior.
He is
Why would you not?
currently superior Spider-Man.
Because it's not
right
it's
now.
It's not Peter nor. I guess it is Peter.
Yeah.
Right now,
I guess
he
it
is a Spider-Man. He's
I
called
guess-
superior.
I agree.
Spider-Man.
It's superior.
He
just
He's the weakest.
Whoop Terrax ass. Like,
Yes, it is Peter. And you think that's weak?
but he did it with the power cosmic. He literally used the device.
I was just about to say if he
Yeah.
just beat the. I was about to say
Nah,
how he beat
did
Terrax,
it-
and
he
you
did it
think
with
that's
the power
weak?
that's like when he beat Thor. He did it with Venom.
Yeah.
Embarrassed Thor with Venom. How
feel
could
like
Superman possibly hold up to a
I feel like
Venom?
somebody could.
I don't understand.
I feel like somebody could beat.
It's written in
Yeah,
his character.
he's reality breaking. You can't put him in there.
Right, like-
What the fu- You're reaching now, man. You're reaching.
It's more than likely Doc Ock.
It's not Doc Ock. That's my second
Is
favorite
it Gwen?
Spider-Man.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
say it's Gwen?
I'm not gonna
Because
say
that's
it's
not a
Gwen.
man.
I'm not gonna say it's Gwen. Gwen's- You know what? I'll say
We
Gwen.
know it's not Parker.
We know it's not Peter.
It has to be Doc Ock.
I'm gonna say Gwen. I'm gonna say Gwen. If you take Gwen and put her in a Bat Family gauntlet,
Oh man.
she's gonna run that gauntlet with
Man,
no
did you
fucking
really?
breaks.
You went from man to just anything with a
Just,
spider on
just
the
anything
outfit.
with
Yeah, anything
spider.
with
It doesn't matter.
If you take Spider Gwen and put her in,
So Spider Gwen below Spider Woman.
you know what? Spider Woman. I completely. That's how weak she is. I completely forgot she was a thing.
So Spider Woman below Silk.
I think Silk is above Spider Woman. I definitely think.
I think
Silk is
Spider Woman's above both of them. I think above
You
Silk
think she's
and
above
Gwen.
Gwen?
You know, we're getting off track here.
You think Spider Woman's above Gwen?
I do, honestly.
I think Gwen's like combat wise. I think she'd take out Spider Woman.
I agree.
She's probably the most in tune with her
Gwen-
Spidey sense.
Yeah.
I think Spider Woman has that whole she's Miss Marvel like thing going for her. Original Miss Marvel like. Not Camilla Khan.
I was about to say, I think Gwen would. Still,
Yeah, I think Gwen's more
Gwen
in
would
tune
take
with
her
her
out.
powers over
Gwen
Spider
is-
Woman.
Absolutely not. Spider Woman definitely has
I
more
don't
experience.
know.
Absolutely.
No, Spider Woman has more
Even her
experience.
clone
No, I
is
said
broken.
I
She's
said
more
in
in tune.
tune.
Like,
in
she's
tune.
more-
Oh yeah, it has way more experience.
It's like when we
And
look
then
at.
look at the plethora of her powers. She has that whole Draken thing going on for her, where she could attack you with the hormones.
Okay, I'm not saying she's not. I'm not saying she's not more experienced.
I'm saying in tune.
Because one could say that.
One cannot say that because you paused.
I'm trying to think who would I put on.
One would dare to reach.
Kane would not Kane. Assassin Spider-Man. He's more in tune with his powers.
He's definitely the weakest.
He's more in tune with his powers.
Assassin Spider-Man is definitely the
but
weakest.
He's still not the more.
Yo, son talked all that trash about his skill and then got gobbled up like it wasn't nothing.
He got killed off some bullshit. That was the definition of
he wasn't going spider ham, that's for sure. All right.
So my point is, if you take the weakest version of Spider-Man, no matter who you think it is,
yeah, they're still outclassing.
They're still they can run a Batman gauntlet with no breaks.
You cannot make an argument for the Batman Beyond suit in this fight. In
The
my
gadgets,
opinion,
the
because
hand-to-hand combat.
They really cheated Spider-Man in this. Obviously, he didn't have his current suit, which was the 2099 all new, all different suit that he got from Peter, mind you.
Yeah.
Which was nothing but advanced. Even his basic outfit with the skull on it from the Day of the Dead.
You know what I love about that outfit? He didn't even fucking want it.
Yeah, he didn't even want it. He said, "Give it to Miles."
He's like, "Get that shit to Miles. I don't want this."
The fact that his basic suit has the unstable molecules, crazy durability. You're talking about a character who handles enemies way stronger than him all the time. So you could never even put him on like a strength level that would even come close to being impaired by Batman Beyond. Like,
Mike Blunt said Mike said Noir Spider-Man is the weakest.
No, that's facts. That's facts. That's right, because he's just a man with gadgets.
Either way, he's still run a Batman gauntlet. He'd still run a Batman gauntlet, with no breaks. Scratching your head like you disagree.
No, I'm thinking about the issue with Noir, and I'm trying to figure out like, even from the game, was he's up here? No, he's definitely
still beyond Batman, like any of the Batman.
No, for sure, for sure. The agility between them alone, like that whole flashbang thing they tried to go with, like Miguel been past that. Like, not to mention like that flashbang's not working that long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not enough for that to happen to him. You know what I mean? Like,
Raven said, "How about pregnant Spider-Woman?"
That is Spider-Woman still, and that's an older iteration of Spider-Woman who we were talking about. So, I still would say pregnant Spider-Woman who was still dangerous.
I was just about to say, wasn't she more powerful while she was pregnant?
She was crazy dangerous then.
She was like,
what was that? That was in the aftermath of Secret Wars, I believe.
And she was.
I mean, not what was that? Yeah, with the scroll.
Yeah,
that was in the aftermath of that. So
she was more powerful while she was.
2099 just has it. He has it. It's no debate.
It shouldn't have been.
The tensile strength of the web alone would have gave him the win.
Terry wasn't getting out of that.
And if he'd have bit Batman Beyond, because he will use his teeth, he has those fangs. If he'd have bit him, he'd have bit right through that suit, and he'd have destroyed Terry.
So they went with the whole. He trained with Batman. It's Batman. He's ready for X, Y, Z because Batman trained.
This, Batman who loses on front pages next to everyday goons.
Man, this is what they did. So it's just it's. We all know that. Well, not we all, but people who actually read comics know that there's no way that Terry's actually the least skilled when it comes to, like, if you take all of the Bat family, combat wise, I think Terry's the least skilled. Yeah. He relies too much on his gadgets to go hand to hand with anybody.
That's a good argument. I think that is a good perspective to view that character from.
I mean,
we'll hop into the next one. Naruto versus Ichigo Naruto.
I think Ichigo would win that.
Ichigo would definitely win that. That's not even how Naruto won this makes no sense. The Shimigamis are literally called gods of death. I don't understand.
Look, man, they gave it to Naruto. So, my whole thing is
who you got, Chris? Who you got?
Ichigo.
Yeah, it's just easy.
So the way they did it was Kurama, which I tell everybody that Kurama is the ultimate fucking cheat code in the Naruto universe. That's the ultimate fucking cheat code. Like, it's another sentient being that says, all right, you out of energy, here, I'm going to give you more energy. And it has an unlimited fucking supply of energy.
And it still wouldn't have helped him
against. And it still wouldn't have helped. It still wouldn't have helped him. But at the same time, this is how the Naruto universe works. When people think, oh, Naruto can beat Sasuke, I'm like, no, he can't. Like, Sasuke didn't even take his second arm because he knew if he got that second arm, he dogged the shit out of Naruto the next time they fought. But Kurama is just, here, you're out of energy. You wasted all your chakra. I'm going to give you some more. Here, just take it. Just take some more.
Yeah, well,
you know,
Shinigami's just like, oh, you want that death? Here.
And this this is my thing. Like, when it comes to
take that Sephiroth through clouds.
They were taking the fight as an entire physical fight, but we know that Zanpakuto were actually their soul cutting weapons. Like every slash would have affected Naruto's soul, and if you really want to go as far as to say, every slash would have affected Kurama.
Shinigamis are who he has to see when he dies.
So
I'm just trying to understand, like, you're talking about dudes who literally nuke at their most basic level. Like, they nuke things at their most basic attacks. Like,
Yeah.
so
how could a ninja had There's not even guns in the landscape of Naruto.
So my whole thing is, of course, people are always like, so I'll give them the fact that they made it to what. First of all, there's no way.
50 Cent could destroy the whole of Naruto. Am I the only person that knows it? Like, the dude
So
got them guns.
So I'll give them. I'll let them say that, oh, Naruto can see him, even though that you're not supposed to be able to see a Shinigami unless you're dead. So I'll give them that. I'll let them fight on that even playing field to say that, oh, Naruto would be able to hit
Naruto fan base, I hate you.
I'll give them that. But even then, like I said, a Zanpakuto is a soul piercing weapon. Every attack attacks your soul.
The sword would have fought him by itself. Like, I don't understand.
That was another thing they brought out. His Zanpakuto. Can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of his Zanpakuto, but it's its own spirit. And when Ichigo's about to die, much like Kurama, it can manifest itself and take over when it wants to. They didn't let it do it. Even if Naruto was to ever get Ichigo in that state.
They did that with another fight too, which we ain't gonna talk about, but they did that with some other ish too. Matter of fact, I might just jump straight to that.
Even if they
look what's next.
Even if they was to let Naruto get Ichigo to a point where he's about to die, Naruto's not taking on a bloodlusted Ichigo, which is what I'm gonna call it white Ichigo, because that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Which is what white Ichigo is. It's Ichigo. Wow, he's bloodlusted. You're not fighting. Naruto's not fighting that.
So guys, if you have any feedback, right now is the time. If you want to share the post, please share the post.
See, Raven said, by the way, if Naruto wasn't holding back, Sasuke would be down. Sasuke didn't take a second arm. Like, they blew their arm. Both of them blew their arm. Sasuke blew his left arm. Naruto blew his right arm off when they fought. Sasuke didn't take his second arm because he got so powerful. He's like, if I take this arm the next time we fight, I'm going to kill you. That's how powerful. The Sasuke's running.
I mean, it didn't matter because clearly Naruto just turned his arm into chakra. He just.
Well, no. So Naruto got the second arm though. So basically, what Sakura did was she took Hashirama cells and gave him a second arm with Hashirama cells. I mean, basically white Zetsu cells.
I mean, but we know for a fact, like, when Naruto can't use a hand, he still like clones it up.
But even then, like I said, this is how powerful Sasuke's got, and he's still running around the Naruto universe with one arm, beating the most powerful motherfuckers. He's fought.
Yeah, that whole universe is ass.
Okay, I don't want to call them gods. He fought what their version of celestial beings would be with one fucking arm, and he's still handling these niggas with one arm. And Naruto's struggling with Kurama and both of his arms.
Yeah, but they're just higher level ninjas. They're not really.
They're moon ninjas, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the golden child of the night.
Of course.
Virgil versus Sephiroth.
They gave it to Sephiroth.
Chris, can you explain to us who you would choose and why?
I mean, I don't even understand how this happened, but it's Virgil all the way. I mean, what were...
So...
I don't even know what they were thinking.
How?
Look,
when you see the video, they clearly show you in the video that Virgil is too much for Sephiroth. How does he win? Then he won based on mechanics that he doesn't even do himself in the game. There's a literal movie called Avid Children with this character fighting in real time. We see he can't take on Beans nowhere near as fast as Virgil.
Yeah,
We saw it.
Cloud was
Cloud is not fighting at the speed Virgil fights at.
a Cloud.
Dusted him.
Cloud annihilated.
Dusted him. Like, come on. His biggest feat is stabbing a man in the foot.
I ain't gonna say that's his biggest feat.
Biggest feat.
Did you play,
Lifted his sword.
Did you play Crisis Core?
Flaunting it around in everybody's face.
I'm not saying he.
Yeah, I
would
played
win.
Crisis Core.
I
own Crisis Core.
I'm team Virgil all the way. I even at one point in time went so far as to say Virgil could beat Dante, but that's another story for another day. I'm team Virgil all the way, but at the same time, Virgil has in Crisis Core the fact that he's able to fight two of the top heroes at the same time. I mean, not Virgil, Sephiroth. The fact that he's able to fight two of the top heroes at the same time and easily take them. The fact that Genesis had to give himself a massive ass power boost. Sephiroth still was like, all right, that's it. That's all you got. It just
No, that's a misconception.
What?
Genesis would have ended Sephiroth.
No.
Had that fight not came to an end.
Sephiroth wasn't even serious.
He wasn't serious. Doesn't change the fact that if
Sephiroth
Genesis
was
would have hit
toying
that boy, nah.
Sephiroth
If Genesis would have hit that
around
boy,
that
that would have
entire
been
fight.
it.
Sephiroth is just like, really? You want to be the number one hero? All right, cool.
Maneuvering
Come and
your
try.
ass off, and then going head to head two
He
different
made
things.
Genesis
'Cause
cut his
Genesis
damn.
was about to get that boy that work.
Genesis cut himself with his own goddamn sword.
Look, my man.
Wait, no, it wasn't his own sword. It was Angeal's sword.
When you literally watch the video,
Mm-hmm.
you clearly see Sephiroth's like, huh? What?
He was
Like,
surprised a little bit, but he still was like, okay,
Yo, someone's gonna get that work.
that's all you got. That's it.
Look, man, let's talk about this, man. Virgil's too fast, too
Virgil is much
powerful.
too fast.
He has way too many attributes. There are moves that they specifically didn't use just so Sephiroth could have a chance, and then they gave it to him.
What's Virgil's version of Royal Guard? I can't think of the name of it.
You talking about Dark Slayer?
That shit, yeah.
No, literally, Virgil could have created the spectral blades. How, bro? How was he going to stop that ability? Not only could Virgil put the spectral blades around him as many times as he wanted and had it locked on him, literally taunting him, he could have summoned a whole graveyard of blades over Sephiroth. So not only could Sephiroth not go anywhere because, I mean, essentially,
There's no way you can go.
Virgil could see your soul and follow it wherever he wanted to. Then he could just literally drop a mallet of blades on you. Like, then you... Some of them.
So let's talk about the other weapons that Virgil has. Let's not even talk about the Yamato. I say if you take, I think Virgil's one of those characters.
Alistair!
That's what I'm saying. I think Virgil's one of those characters where if you take away his flagship weapon, which is the Yamato for Virgil, he's more deadly without it.
Beowulf would have destroyed.
But this is what I'm saying. He's more deadly without his flagship weapon than he is with it.
The speed of Virgil is what's dangerous. It's his speed. It's his aggression. It's the spectral blades. Like, what are we talking about?
So
how did he not win? It
I
makes
don't know
no
how he
sense
didn't-
to
they-
me.
I think they tried to pull the whole Sephiroth resurrection bullshit, which again Virgil would just kill him again. Even if he
Not
did
to
resurrect.
Not to mention, Virgil not only would have teleported to Sephiroth, took his head off, and made him like literally hold the ball of like Nova, right? Like we know for a fact the Sons of Sparta can create Novas casually.
Yeah.
We know that one of their basic attacks creates supernovas. Like I don't understand.
Like you said, the sheer speed of Virgil is beyond Sephiroth.
That's what I want to answer to. Like, why did you not use the spectral blades when that's a signature of Virgil?
The strength of Virgil. Like, I say if Virgil was to say, fuck it, I'm going to make it to where I'm just as fast as you, the skill gap is beyond Sephiroth.
Then they said the blade doesn't actually cut through dimensions. Remember I got all that flack in the community?
Yeah.
I was like, yes, it does.
Yeah,
no,
the
it
blade's
didn't
always
cut
cut
through
through
the
dimensions.
rocket,
Yeah.
in Devil May Cry 3. He doesn't, he's not even trying to cut through the rocket. Somehow this was canonical for them to say was the
It's not
reason the blade
yeah.
doesn't cut through dimensions. Devil May Cry 5 trailer drops and the first thing you see is dimension slicing. Just cutting dimensions from every angle on the lettuce board. Like, just...
So this is my thing about a lot of people with, as far as Virgil, a lot of people didn't read what Virgil can do. they look at the Devil May Cry series, which Virgil still has a lot of impressive feats in the Devil May Cry series. But
he's God now.
But if you read the Devil May Cry series, like if you read the novels, you know exactly how fucking Dante has beaten the literal god of that universe. Like Dante's never had a serious fight until he fights Virgil.
Virgil. And Virgil whooped his ass when they was kids. Literally, like, that's the thing everybody wants to overlook. Virgil whooped Dante's ass when they was kids. That's how you get to the story of 3. Then 3 happens. He gets his ass whooped again. Like, well, not really. But, yeah, he did.
For the most part,
for all intents and purposes.
Then he got stabbed in the chest
his ass
too.
Whooped again. Then, like, the nigga's like, okay, man, I ain't losing no more. After he unlocked the power that Virgil had already unlocked. Because that was where Virgil's advantage came from. He had already been in tune with his demonic side. Like,
I thought that was 2 when Virgil stabbed him.
No, Virgil's nowhere in 2. Please never mess up those again.
Is it 2 or is it 1? I'm thinking. Which one did Virgil stab Dante through the chest with his own damn sword?
That was 3.
Was that 3?
When they were kids.
Oh shit!
It's the novel and then 3. So it's literally them as kids. They actually went on a mission together, have a fight. Dante gets his ass whooped. 3 happens.
Look, man, I knew it happened. I just didn't know which one it happened.
Well, now you knew.
I'm gonna forget it. But either way it goes, like
does it cut through dimensions? It
the next fucking game.
literally the trailer drops like 3 months later.
Let's see what else. Like I said, Dante's never had like literally whether he fought Beowulf, whether he fought that one broken ass angel in fucking 4, fucking the first guy, fucking can't think of his name. Giant fucking demonic angel.
You talking about Kratos?
No, not Kratos.
So not the one that had the shield for a wing.
No, not that one. The one that everybody kept saying is the most powerful person in all of DMC history.
Who said that?
I'm looking up right now. I think Nero beat him, which I'm still trying to.
Sanctus?
Sanctus. That's what I'm thinking about. Sanctus.
Which version of Sanctus? And they're saying Nero. They're saying that was the most powerful being in all of.
When 4 came out, everybody was saying Sanctus is the most powerful being in Devil May Cry history.
Nobody's more powerful than Dante in Devil May Cry. Well, it was Sparta, but even in the story, like even in 4, they tell you that Dante surpassed Sparta.
Yeah, this motherfucker. Yeah, him. It was Sanctus.
He had the power of Sparta.
Yeah,
but that's where 5 comes in, and it's like, no, I'm beyond the power of God.
So, but like I said, around when 4 came out, everybody was saying, "Oh, Sanctus is the most powerful person." Even then, Nero beat him.
Yes, which proves that the sons of Sparta is more powerful than God. Yes,
it's like I said, when you read the novels, you know that Dante beat the actual God.
Oh, and just a shout out to those of y'all that don't think there's any gods in Devil May Cry universe. You know, literally, as you see special edition Devil May Cry 4, as the admin here has brought up, in the special edition, as the cutscene is happening with Virgil himself, he says that they worship a demon as a god. I can't say that they're wrong. Like, then he says, but I'll show you true power.
Yeah.
Meaning that he saw himself more powerful than that of Sparta, who literally in the fucking universe was God for 2,000 years. So, anyway.
So, you realize, I can't even think of it. I don't think they ever gave him a name. Like their actual god in that universe. But Dante beat him effortlessly. Like Dante's never fought anyone serious. Whether it be Sanctus, whether it be Mundus, whether it be
Sanctuary,
whether it be the fucking clown, whether it be that one broken motherfucking one. What was it, 2?
You talking about Mundus?
No, was it Mundus?
He's from 1.
I think 2. Who was in 2?
And 2, Argosax.
Was that the fire month? The fiery, not fiery, but like the 4-legged.
No, you're talking about Bale from 4.
Okay, that's probably what I'm thinking about them. But that
he actually was in 2. Actually, Bale was in 2 as a small fire demon on the helipad, and then that was actually the first rendition of Bale. And then 4, he came back and looked like that.
Okay, basically what I'm saying is there's no one in the DMC universe that can make Dante try outside of Virgil. Virgil is the only person that can make him try. Even it took both of them fighting each other for Nero to be able to even break up their fight. Both of them was already tired. I don't give a fuck what you say. Had both of them been full powered, Nero's not breaking that fight.
No, because they showed that literally as they get up to walk off, they had their energy back right then and there. And then they both like knocked Nero across the way.
Like there's no one outside of Virgil that can
Literally.
make that.
Oh yeah, hey, your son beat you. Yeah, Dante, whatever. All right, this nigga that just beat you, we both just slapped him across the way. Like, come on, bro. Like, establishing that no, they're still the more powerful ones. Like, come on, bro. Like,
and then even to your point, when you argument that I've always stood by in DMC 5, Devil May Cry 5, I don't want to call it DMC. When they call Virgil the Alpha and the Omega, like that's God.
No,
that's literal God.
And you can't say it's not, because in Devil May Cry 5, just one broken piece. Man, you have got to experience it. Just one broken piece of Virgil, which was what was his name?
Not V, but the
Urizen,
the
like
big ass.
I'm not pretty sure it wasn't. What I think it was Urizen was the name
that
of
was
the
name.
aspect. Like just that aspect of Virgil, which was not a complete version of Virgil. That aspect of him, just his demonic side, was a god, and it had surpassed the power of Sparta itself.
Yeah.
And he literally told Dante, like, that's irrelevant now, talking about the sword of Sparta, which housed all the power of Sparta. Then Dante literally says on screen, I said on panel, he literally says on screen, he was like, yo, now where's that garbage god? That's literally refers to him as a god. Like, come on.
And you, even if you take it out of the DMC universe, in the real world, there's nothing above
the Alpha and
the Omega. In any universe,
the man of your house, but are you the Alpha and Omega?
When you call yourself, or when you're considered the Alpha and the Omega, there's nothing. Marvel can come out right now and call a being the Alpha and the Omega, and I would automatically put that motherfucker above the one above all.
You would have to.
You have to. Like, the name alone implies that you are that you're the baddest motherfucker in the universe. Easily. There's nobody stopping you.
And Dante beat the Alpha.
And Dante beat the Alpha and Omega.
so good. So
but the fact that he's able to make Dante try, the fact that Dante has to try to beat him though, the fact that Dante can't just come in and bullshit his way through that fight, and the fact that Screw Attack actually fucking made Dante beat Bayonetta is weird. Like, granted, I do think Dante should beat Bayonetta, but then you have Virgil, the person who has a record over Dante. Like, if you take all their fights into consideration, Virgil's record is higher than Dante. Like,
no, it's Dante's. Because they literally say it in Devil May Cry 5 when they're fighting, and they were talking about Virgil brings up the score between them, and he's like,
okay, so let's look at it from when they made this video. This is before DMC 5 came out. Devil May Cry 5 came out. At that time,
no. So
Virgil's score was
beats Dante twice. Dante beats.
I thought it was 3. I thought it was 3-1 at that time.
No. So he beat him as a youngin in the novel when they both worked together on an actual demon hunt.
Beat him in 3.
Right. Then he beat him in 3. Then Dante beats him after that.
3.
Then he beats him again at the end.
I thought Virgil won. I thought Virgil beat him in 1 also.
No. So you're talking about Neo Angelo. Neo Angelo doesn't beat Dante. They go back and forth. He doesn't beat him.
Okay, whatever. So what are they, 2-2?
And that was just Virgil's spirit. That wasn't even full Virgil.
So what are they, 2-2? At that time, they were 2-2 then.
Well, when they caught up in 3? Yeah.
So,
and then you have the 2 fights that follow after, which is where the clown reveals him, where Jester reveals himself.
Yeah.
And then the fight at the end after they take out Jester infused with Sparta's powers.
So 2-2 at that time. And it's just you know how powerful Dante is. Clearly they know how crazy fucking powerful Dante is. They brought up the supernova feat in the Bayonetta fight. But you don't bring up any of that for Virgil's fight.
What I don't understand is, they're both the same person essentially.
One's just a little bit more.
And then you have Sephiroth beat
who's not even
near Bayonetta level. Like, how do you measure that by your own standards?
I don't know.
You got to experience 5.
You got to play 5 though, bro.
I was telling them earlier. I was like, it's the most beautiful game out.
It is.
There's
that they haven't touched up on.
Okay, because now if he gets split up into several pieces, but then his his strength
powers.
gets kind of separated with it,
No,
then
there's never been any of that. Because when you had the Carnage USA thing, there was no talking about weakening him. When you had the
Yeah, but he was already fighting people that he was gonna beat either way it go. Whether
yeah,
he
but that's
split
what
or
I'm
not.
saying. Like, there's never been any reason to believe he catches any decrease in strength. Like, even right now, like, there's no reason to think he catches any decrease in strength.
does it demonstrate how small he can get ripped apart?
Yeah, actually, there was the crossover, and they did the microverse thing when Kane's series was still running. Yeah, so they actually went into the microverse, and there was a scene with it was the crossover between Kane and the Agent Venom, and there was a cross between them, and yeah, he broke down like really tiny, and he was eating like beans from the inside.
See that part that I didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
that actually happened in the crossover with Agent Venom.
Okay,
I
so
just
I
think
mean,
that she's not gonna be able to put him down. She's not gonna be if she. Carnage doesn't feel pain, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, look what happened when Sentry ripped him apart.
Exactly. I was
Yeah.
just about to tell you. Every time, like you have to somehow. As far as Carnage has always been beat by battlefield removal or containment. You have to either somehow contain him. I don't know how the fuck you contain Carnage, but somehow.
I think Lucy is messy enough to explode Carnage, right? I think she would pull what
Dr.
the Incredible
Manhattan.
Woman,
What?
the Invincible Woman,
Invisible Woman.
Oh, yeah.
just
pull an
explode from
Invisible
inside.
Woman, blow the dude up right from the inside,
expand him, yeah.
and that would put Carnage in her mouth, because Lucy does walk around with other people's blood splattered all over her. I think that's me personally. I think that's what Lucy.
I just don't
makes
think
her
she
ill.
can do anything to permanently put him down. She can do a lot of things to,
Because she can't burn him.
she can't burn him.
It's not the fire ain't gonna do nothing.
Symbiotes aren't weak to fire anymore. She can't physically harm him. I mean, she can physically affect him, but it's not gonna do anything to him.
And I say he overruns her.
It's like a mosquito biting you. Like it's gonna affect you, but you don't feel
Matter
it.
of fact, she might even embrace Carnage.
Or Carnage is gonna be like, or Carnage is gonna keep coming back. Like he's just gonna keep coming back for more until she just says, "Fuck it, I'm done."
So if we finally found another one we disagree on, or did you change your stance?
I'm on the fence now. It could go either way. That's something I got to look into some more now because
Yeah, Carnage current run is
Carnage
killing.
run.
Like he's just everybody's comic right now. So we have Nightwing versus Daredevil, and they have Nightwing win it. This upsets my
how does that?
because Nightwing's nowhere near as skilled
Yeah,
as
that's
Daredevil.
ridiculous.
So they did the cliche. They did the cliche.
He trained by Batman.
No, not trained. They did the
Yeah,
cliche.
they did that too.
They did the he can use his wingdings to fuck with. God damn it, I hate that name. His wingdings to fuck with the environment or mess with the sound.
Which Daredevil has overcame
that
much.
so long
Like,
ago. But that whole bullshit ass pull to where fucking with his mind. Well, not his mind, but fucking with
His
sound
sensors,
waves,
yeah.
his senses gives Nightwing the fight. But we all know that Daredevil is.
Yeah.
It's
Taskmaster couldn't do it.
you cannot make a good argument that Nightwing keeps up with.
Nightwing is my fourth
with
favorite comic book
Daredevil.
character of all time.
Everything Daredevil, as a fan, everything, and correct me if I'm wrong, everything that Daredevil is counterintuitive
To what Nightwing?
to what
is.
Nightwing is. Like, come on, yo. How do you
Yes.
mess that up?
So
There's no choice he could possibly make to beat Daredevil. And that's the whole thing. Daredevil will take a beating and always overcome.
and still
Yeah.
come back.
And you can't say that whole, they know all the martial arts stuff. Because they literally made
don't.
fun of Batman in a Daredevil comic, and Daredevil whooped that ass. Like, no, man. No. No.
I'm not gonna stick with the whole they know all the martial arts because again they always get their ass whooped by somebody who
Always get
has
their
lesser
ass
skill than them.
Always.
Yep.
Well,
So-
not Nightwing so much.
No.
Nightwing gets caught off guard.
What'd
a
you
lot.
say about that bullet in his head?
He got caught off guard again. Nightwing
Caught him
gets
off guard, man. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Like he gets caught like in civilian clothes and gets,
He had Batman aura around him.
like when you think about it, Nightwing's been that one Robin that when Batman gets his ass whooped, who comes in and whoops the person that whooped Batman's ass? Nightwing. Whether it be KG Beast, whether it be Talon, whether it be Red Hood, because he did whoop Red Hood's ass.
I still think Red Hood is better than all of them.
He might be. He's a better character, but he's not a better fighter. But
He's definitely not. That nigga gets. That Outlaws run did not do him favors. Okay, so we have Aquaman versus Namor, another upsetting one.
I just don't see. We gotta call her.
We gotta call him. Who's calling? Calling you on the line.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing? Who we talking to?
Oh, this is another old man that wanted to call in. Nah, it's Admin Joker. What's up, guys?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, Joe?
Oh, not much. Hey, yo, can we? Y'all mind if we backtrack just real quick?
Sure, go for it.
Let's go back to Carnage versus Lucy.
Yeah. Okay.
I see that you're on the fence. My only question is, are you caught up with everything with Absolute Carnage and his tie-ins and everything?
No, not completely. I feel like I'm lacking just a little bit. So
That's perfectly fair. With his null boost and his ability to send his symbiote without a host to go capture, he's proven even against the Ghost Riders that he'll send his symbiotes away to go capture. I don't think Lucy is going to be able to withstand the symbiote's control. On top of that, like Admin Joey said, I think Lucy would accept the symbiote. I don't think there will have to be any explosions. I think she's going to have to be dealing with a symbiote trying to take over, as well as Carnage's insane style of attacking. I mean, he's a Ghost Rider now. Carnage, he can't take no physical damage. He has literally no weaknesses as of this point.
Carnage was
the only thing that's been able to hurt him was lightning, and that's out.
yeah, okay. I mean, I could definitely agree with that. I don't even think she can anticipate if he rips himself apart. Of course, sends him out, and then I mean, with how her character is, I do actually believe she probably would accept him if he went and tried to take control. So I can agree with that. I guess I was just really on the fence because the newer comics they strayed away from me just a little bit, but I'll give you guys that.
They did.
I'll give you guys that for sure.
Carnage. I would have argued Lucy takes Carnage before he got his amps, before he got his immunity to fire and ground.
I would still say before that I think Lucy bursts. I think inevitably she blows him into pieces. And bits get in her. And that's the done data. And it's just the simple choice of does she go willingly or not.
Everything that's happening with the symbiotes, Carnage kind of has always been shown like those glimpses of that potential. Of like everything.
From day one, if you go back to like old introduction to Carnage, which was like a 3 issue, right? Like if you go back to his introduction, like bro, like he was unstoppable there.
So.
Exactly, but it's also because he's like the 100th in his line, right? And he has the insanity break, and Carnage is completely unpredictable, even in his fighting styles. Like Joey, I know you're a huge fan of Carnage. We've even had an actual official debate against each other about it. But like with Carnage, it's one of those things. On top of the fact that he can shoot his needlers, he can control anything he wants. Wherever the battlefield's at, everything is Carnage's weapon. Anything you can go to Red Goblin. He infused the Carnage symbiote with the glider, with the pumpkin bombs, turned them into homing bombs, that were laughing maniacally.
Yeah.
As of right now, there is nothing that can hurt Carnage except for enchanted lightning or lightning in general, and I think that's only due to the Null connection, because that was the only thing that could hurt Null.
Yeah, he feared it when he first saw Thor. When he first saw Thor, he feared the lightning.
Exactly. So as of this point, I don't think there's anybody who can take Carnage. He can take over anybody. The fact that he's now a Ghost Rider, and I love that issue. I hope I'm not spoiling too much for everybody else. I won't say how he gets it, but like, Joey, I'm assuming you've read it.
Yeah.
It was an insane fight.
I hate the artwork on the new look though. I hate the way he looks as a Ghost Rider Carnage. I don't like that. The whole thing they did with his stomach.
He does look weird.
Yeah.
He looks as if he took over Cosmic Ghost Rider.
He looks like he just walked out of like the swamp, like an old Lagoon black and white movie. Like just.
Sorry about that. But real quick, who's winning the Aquaman versus Always Say?
Namor.
Aquaman.
Easy.
Namor. Yeah.
Oh, That's fair.
They gave
That's
it to
fair.
Aquaman.
I disagree, but that's fair.
Well, they gave it to
They gave it to Aquaman?
They
Yeah,
gave it to Aquaman.
Yeah.
But the reasons they gave it to Aquaman, he dropped a whale on Namor, bro. Namor,
I think
Mr.
some of these are
Equivalent
silly.
to Superman himself. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Here's the thing,
that's,
I think
that's
they-
ridiculous.
I don't think they realize just how strong
Yeah,
physically.
yeah.
The other people's stuff to destroy the other
Oh, Rick
Ricks.
is that smart, huh?
That's smart.
Rick is so smart that he accidentally trapped himself in a pickle. He was in a pickle
And then he made himself into a super assassin as a pickle.
by luck.
By luck,
By luck.
he planned all that out.
No. He trapped
Hey,
himself in a pickle.
once he got in there, he knew
barely got
exactly
by.
what to do.
Then
So-
he barely got by as a pickle.
So here's my thing about Ben 10 versus Hal Jordan.
Sorry, yeah.
Whoops. Ben has an alien for everything Hal can throw at him, and the Omnitrix. And what they did bring up one thing that I love about the Omnitrix. It has an auto transform mechanism. It automatically transforms Ben into the alien best suited.
I think the only thing I can give y'all with the Ben 10 thing is that they didn't do Ben justice because they didn't let him transform into obviously the multitude of choices he had.
They gave him like the most basic ass watered down
Well,
aliens.
they only gave him like 10, right? Like, they only gave him like 10 choices.
But see, no, Ben has way more than 10 aliens.
And that's my point. Like, it's a multitude of species.
So and then again, the way that he won, like Hal just cut his arm off. Like the Omnitrix would have stopped that shit.
Oh, first off, that's not how he won. Hal went through everything else he threw at him, and then he decided to take the arm.
And didn't cut his arm off.
But there's nothing that Ben could have possibly did
The
to
Omnitrix
the
has a
power level.
built-in fail-safe to stop that from happening.
Hal was so powerful, he
Okay.
literally recreated the fucking Green Lanterns.
Ben created
his will
the
alone.
Ben created the
He didn't even
universe.
have a ring. He just
Okay.
became Will.
So wait.
He just profusely started sweating green
Ben
bullets
wait.
absorbed the Big Bang
Okay, wait. So
through the Omnitrix, which, mind you, is a
through
device
an
that can be
alien.
I'm sorry, Chris, you were gonna say.
It was an
no,
alien.
I want you guys to keep going. Go ahead. It's fun.
And the alien of the episode from that episode on is a clone of everybody he once knew and loved. He recreated that shit so perfectly that nobody knows that they're a clone.
I gotta give it to the man. He's got a
It's
good
not-
point.
What does that have to do with combat?
What does that have to do with it? What you mean? What does that have to do with combat?
Because you guys keep bringing it up, but what does that have to do with combat?
That's power on
just
a
like
massive
power.
scale. You're kidding, right? He made existence.
talking about
He
somebody who
created matter
Out of
That's-
nothing.
Out of nothing. That's really.
Man, I wish I could use it. I want to show you so
Look,
many
the
Green Lantern
ring-
feats right now.
the
There
ring
is
can
so many
only-
problems with
Okay,
this trying
look,
to be
look.
the whole of y'all argument
Look.
because we're talking about two people combating each other, not doing inanimate
Okay.
things.
Okay,
Like,
no. Okay, I get what you're saying. But you're saying that the ring is on the same level or higher. Okay.
Omnitrix.
No.
But
because I
the
know for a fact,
ring-
I know for a fact that's more of a White Lantern ring
Okay, yeah.
kind of thing. So that's not the argument I'm making
Okay,
here.
well-
What I'm making is the survivability of an event like that.
All right. So with that,
Because what's that? What's that? A white event, right? That would be like a white
Yeah.
event.
yeah, pretty much. All right. So with the ring, it only has the limited power that it's given. But with him, he was able to create energy and matter out of nothing. Meaning, if he put that and made it into a weaponized attack, he would definitely win against the ring.
With Hal Jordan, he was will itself. Literally at this point in time, too, in the comics, he is will itself.
Is that not another form of energy?
The point is,
Is
That
it or
the
is
ring-
it not another
is
form
it?
of
no,
energy?
I want you to listen to what you're saying because I'm only going off what you're saying.
In-
The
in-
point
in the
is,
DC universe,
you're trying to
willpower
say,
is an energy. What am I trying to say?
willpower is not an energy. It's a
Which means he would have absorbed that.
It's a conscious construct. Like, no, so what? How would he have absorbed whip? I'm not going to talk to you anymore. So, somebody else other than me heard him say that.
he would have absorbed.
This
Hal.
nigga said he would have absorbed his will. Like, okay.
No,
so,
I'm saying when Hal's in that willpowered state, he's a giant green energy.
oh,
being.
you're saying he's producing energy? Yes, absolutely. But he's infinite in that power, bro. That is factual. He's infinite in that power. Like,
Ben has shown. Okay, so even when Ben absorbed the Big Bang,
and I still
he
want you to
hasn't
understand,
shown
you're
a
talking
limit to
about
what he
a
can
device that is a minuscule portion of what the device does for Hal.
Ben hasn't shown a limit to what he can absorb. Let's put it this way. Even on that massive ass scale, even with the Big Bang, even with absorbing whatever the fuck Parallax threw at him, he could do more. He could still do more. I mean, Alien
no
is that
one
Alien
in the
10,000
landscape of Ben 10, of any part of the Ben 10 series, ongoing series, because it's all one canonical thing, which I learned, like, including the movies, like, it's all canonical. Not one person is of the tier of a Green Lantern. Please point out one.
Parallax.
You mean the guy from Green Lantern?
No, the guy from Ben 10.
Parallax is of the level of Parallax.
He's on par with Green Lanterns.
You know that's not true. Come on, bro.
His time manipulation is on par. Green Lantern.
Oh my God. Yo, anyway,
Vilgax.
that's the end of our show tonight, y'all. I am Admin Negro Lantern.
I'm Admin Blade.
This is my friends of Denial. You have been watching us here on Niggas Deny the Facts TV. Now, Chris, would you like to say something? Get a shout out or something like that?
Yeah, just appreciate y'all bringing me on here. This is a good time. Definitely had some fun arguing with y'all, and I want to know which one of y'all is going to sleep on the couch. For real. All right, gotcha.
I can't say what I was about to say.
Good night, y'all.
I got somewhere to stay.
I'd like to thank y'all for joining me today, this evening. But I got a lot on my mind and I'd like to address it. So vibe with me. I feel like they've just awoken the beast. If I'm right, no more numbers asleep. Beats will snare to the beats. Parts of march in the streets. Core stored in the fleets. Nothing harbor the seats. How are we to succeed? We aren't allowed to breathe. Drowning without a cease. Seeing flesh compounded on peeps. We weaves increase to a cease. Many me's becoming extinct. Mother's birth ends as a lease. Fathers unravel the breach. We go through this without a choice. No King Malcolm's to spark our voice. They exclude to make fires moist. Only truth I'll exploit. In hopes I said something that's worth the quote. Lights finally come on. Your mind's running off of a boat. Look. Let's be more outspoken. A passion that starts open. Now I know that most of your palms closing, but please spread a wing and signal righteous motion. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't burn through our light. I'm supposed to be here tonight, but hope I can live for the fight. Live for the fight. I just wanna make things better. To the point things couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. So put your hands in the sky and pray they don't burn through our light. Can't return to life. Now I know that's easier said than done, ain't it? Such a beautiful people, they can't but burn hatred. I know it said the grass is greener on the other side, but even at such a height, you're only such a size. Tell me, would you tell a cat it ain't a cat king? Because it's got a